Hey, what is up, guys? I'm here to talk about WWE 2K14 and the roster update. I'm not just gonna talk about the roster. I'm gonna talk about this new concept that they're gonna have. I'm also gonna talk about Law. I'm gonna give my Law review. So let's talk about 2K14 first. I'm gonna give you about what they're gonna do. They're gonna have this thing called 30 Years of WrestleMania, which means they're gonna take us a look back. Last year they did the Attitude Era. They're gonna take us a look back, I guess, at some of the matches over the years at Mania. They talked about how they're gonna do Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, The Rock versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and The Rock versus John Cena. They're probably gonna do Austin Rock from Mania. I would say 19 because we already did Mania 15. We could do 17 too. We can also do Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and the Iron Man match if Bret Hart gets added to the game. So that's gonna be kind of I don't know. So that gives me to the roster update. Andre the Giant, yeah. Dolph Ziggler, you already know. Hulk Hogan and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. JBL, still bloated. John Cena. Macho Man Randy Savage, Ryback, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, you already know about them, and then there's another Rock, and they call it the Retro Rock. I think this is the Rock that was in the Attitude Era, and so yeah, that's what this Rock is. You have the Ultimate Warrior, I think you only know about him, Undertaker, and American Badass Undertaker. Weird roster. This roster just feels like it's so star powered. Like it's not even funny. Hulk Hogan and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Wow. Andre the Giant. I can understand putting The Rock in the game because he's on the cover. Stone Cold in the game and Shawn Michaels because they're good people to have in the game because I like to play as them. But I don't want to see Andre the Giant. I don't want to see Hulk. Like what reason does Andre the Giant? He's gonna be. Like, this game just feels like it's so star power that it's not even funny. And when it comes right down to it, I mean, I'm still going to get the game to add to my collection of wrestling games. But as for this 30 Years of WrestleMania thing, then they kind of do this with Legends of WrestleMania. Doesn't that make that game pointless now? Because they did King Kong Bundy, Hulk Hogan in a cage match, Andre the Giant, and what's his name? Big John Studd. So what do you guys think? What are you guys trying to accomplish here? Are you trying to make Legends of WrestleMania pointless now? I don't really get this though, but that's the roster right now. Yeah, but this game, it just seems like it's just. This game seems like it's like a fail. WWE, the WWE, what's it called? The 2K, the sports games doesn't really know how to make a wrestling game. It seems like THQ. At least kind of knew how to make a wrestling game. 2K Sports don't know what they're doing. The graphics are a little off. So we'll see what we can do with this. But I'm gonna get right into Law. Got a text from my dad. So this Law happened on August 12th, 2013, and we have it's gonna be two parts now since and we have JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary. And this Raw, I'm going to tell you right now, I was expecting, this Raw was fine, but I was expecting a little bit better Raw for the final Raw before SummerSlam. So, it was a fine Raw, but I was expecting a little bit better. We start off with Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan with Brad Maddox as the special guest referee. It was okay. Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett held a pretty good match. Barrett threw Bryan into the barricade, into the steel steps. Bryan got some offense in too, and then finally Bryan's doing his yes kicks, and then he misses one of them, the one to the head, and Barrett rolls up Bryan, and Brad Maddox has a fast count for the win, and Barrett won the match. I knew that was going to happen. I was thinking Vince McMahon's going to be behind it, but you're going to see what happens. Randy and Damian Sandow are backstage, and they're getting ready to face each other. We get Damian Sandow versus Randy Orton with Cody Rhodes on commentary. It was an okay match. Cody Rhodes actually mentions that Damian Sandow's briefcase looks like chocolate, which, by the way, he handcuffed to the steel post so Cody Rhodes wouldn't take it. And I actually was thinking, he's kind of right. It kind of does look like chocolate. So Damian Sandow throws Randy Orton spine first into the apron and head first into the steel post, and then he kind of talks trash to Cody Rhodes. Then he gets back in the ring, and Cody Rhodes tries to take the briefcase. This distracts Sandow long enough for Randy Orton to hit the RKO on him for the win, so that was fine with me. Rob Van Dam's backstage. He's getting ready because it's going to be a 20-man battle royal. The winner's going to face Dean Ambrose for the United States Championship at, what's it called? For the United States Championship at the SummerSlam kickoff show. I'm going to be fine with that. And also, they announced that at that panel that they usually have at the pay-per-views, it's going to be, I think they said Booker T, Natalya, and Shawn Michaels. So I'm happy Shawn Michaels is going to be there, so I'm looking forward to seeing that now. And then the Shield are backstage. They're talking about how they're dominant, how the United States Championship is the most important championship in the WWE, and Rollins and Reigns dare someone to take their tag team championships. We get a Brock Lesnar video package. It was him trashing Punk. You've seen it already, so CM Punk interview, and CM Punk says that he gets Lesnar at SummerSlam, but he knows he's going to get a little bit of him tonight, and that he also says that the best is the best. So I think he's referring to himself. Then we get the Great Khali and Natalya with Hornswoggle versus AJ Lee and Biggie Langston, and doing this, it shows how to get to WrestleMania 30. It was an okay match. It was mostly just Natalya versus AJ. There was a part in this match where Natalya got the sharpshooter win on AJ, and AJ was tapping, but the referee didn't win the bell or nothing, so then she had to put AJ back in the hold, and she had to tap again, and the referee called for the bell, so it was a weird finish. I thought that was weird. Then Biggie Langston attacks Khali, and he tried to attack Hornswoggle, and Khali just gives Biggie Langston the chop. So Biggie Langston and AJ Lee looked bad, mostly Big E. AJ Lee, I'm fine with actually tapping to Natalya because I'm hoping that's going to be a feud, and I hope it will be a feud. Vince McMahon's backstage. He's going to come talk to us. We get an app ad, and Vince McMahon comes out. He calls out Brad Maddox, and he asks him why he made himself the referee. And Brad Maddox says that Daniel Bryan matches always get out of control, so he thought that he should be the referee for the match and keep control. But Vince McMahon asked him why he did what he did to Daniel Bryan, doing that fast count. And Brad Maddox says he did it because he hasn't been a referee in a while, so he doesn't really remember how to count. So he wants another chance, so he wants to be the special guest referee for the WWE Championship match at SummerSlam, and Mr. McMahon's about to make him the guest referee, and he makes Brad Maddox promise to be a fair referee, not call Daniel Bryan any names, but Triple H comes out and pedigrees Brad Maddox and makes himself the special guest referee. So I'm fine with this because, well, I'm not really fine with it because I don't know. I guess this is the way that Triple H is going to stop him. I don't know what role Triple H is, if he's going to call it down the middle, because the last time he was a special guest referee for John Cena's match at SummerSlam, it was against CM Punk, and he didn't see Cena's foot on the rope, so we get a SummerSlam ad. We get Titus O'Neil with Daniel Bryan versus Kane. I hear that this is just going to be a Ring of Fire match. It's not going to be an Inferno match. You're not supposed to light him on fire. It's just going to be a match where Kane and Bryan are going to go one-on-one with pins. That's kind of bullshit. I think that they should have an actual match. Well, an actual Inferno match. That would be great. I mean, why not? But yeah, as for Titus O'Neil versus Kane, Kane just squashed him. Daniel tried to distract him, but Kane wouldn't let the distraction happen, so he just chokeslammed him for the win. Then the Wyatt family comes out, and they're getting ready to attack Kane, and when Bray Wyatt blows out his lantern, Kane is standing on the stage, and then he does this little pyro thing. So I'm kind of happy that happened because it made Kane look like that he was smarter than them. So And then the Bellas are being interviewed. They're talking about how they're the greatest divas ever, that Natalya doesn't know what she's doing. And then Natalya just comes up, challenges Brie Bella to a match at SummerSlam. And I guess she's going to have Nikki Bella and Eva Marie at ringside, and she's going to have the Funkadactyls at ringside. And then Brie Bella slaps Natalya. I don't really know why this is going to be a match. Why? I don't know. What's going on in the world. So yeah, I guess I'm thinking Natalya maybe will win. I don't really care, but I'm just going to say that right now. Again, Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston. It was an okay match. Del Rio makes Kofi Kingston tap to the cross arm breaker. I didn't really care about it though. Mark Henry's backstage. He's getting ready for the Battle Royal as well. We get a SummerSlam ad. Christian video package that shows Christian's career and everything that he's accomplished, being the world champion, Intercontinental champion, tag team champions with Edge, and when he won that triple threat match a few weeks ago and beating Del Rio on SmackDown. And Christian gets interviewed. He just says he's going to be the world champion, and this one more match is all is going to be that he needs. And Del Rio comes up and talks Spanish, so I didn't get that. And then we get the Real Americans, which is Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro with Zeb Colter versus the Usos. Zeb Colter talks down whatever, I think it was Connecticut or something, whatever they were in. And then the Usos, they have the match. It was a pretty good match. The Usos, Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro dominated them like they did last week. Then one of the Usos gets the hot tag, and that Usos pinning I think it was Swagger, but Cesaro pulls him out of the ring, and the Usos fly into both of them, and then Zeb Colter distracting the referee, and Cesaro tries to interfere, but one of the Usos kicks him, and then that Uso that kicked him tags in the other Uso and rolls up Swagger for the win. So I was fine with that. I'm liking the way they're using the Usos right now. I don't know what's going to happen. I think at Night of Champions, or maybe, because I don't think it's going to happen at SummerSlam, but I think at Night of Champions, the Usos will finally win the WWE Tag Team Championships. We get a WWE.com ad. I'm going to, actually, I think I can finish this. Miz TV with Daniel Bryan and John Cena. John Cena talks about how, Daniel Bryan talks about how he's just a parody of wrestling. He's not taking this seriously. He comes out with all these fans, and he's not doing this for the wrestling. And John Cena says that I am doing this for the wrestling. I'm doing this for the fans. The fans make me want to do this. And then whether they cheer me or they boo me. And then Daniel Bryan says that he knew it, because John Cena says he's not taking this as seriously as he doesn't respect Daniel Bryan yet. And Daniel Bryan takes offense to that. And then John Cena slaps Daniel Bryan, because Daniel Bryan says that in Japan, that's usually what you do to hype up your opponent at SummerSlam. And then Triple H comes out and tries to restore order. Randy Orton comes out with the contract. He actually does have something to do with this, though. Fandango versus R-Truth in a dance-off. It was crap. Fandango attacks when Truth fights him off. Ryback's backstage. Then we get the 20-man Battle Royal. Winner becomes the #1 contender to Dean Ambrose's United States Championship. Justin Gabriel gets eliminated by Ryback. Eliminates Justin Gabriel, Darren Young, Sweet Tea, and 3MB eliminates Jimmy Uso. R-Truth eliminates Fandango, and then Fandango comes back and then eliminates R-Truth. Great Khali eliminates 3MB. Ryback eliminates Khali. The Real Americans eliminate Jey Uso. Rob Van Dam eliminates Titus O'Neil. Swagger eliminates Kofi, and Kofi does this cool move where he goes to do that powerbomb Kofi's feet doesn't hit the ground. Mark Henry eliminates the Real Americans. Mark Henry, Wade Barrett, and Ryback, and Van Dam eliminates Mark Henry. I gotta end this video. The Shield come out, attack Ryback. No, try to attack Van Dam. Mark Henry tries to fight him off, and then Big Show makes his return. I'm happy about that. And then we get Heyman versus Punk. It was all a trap. Brock Lesnar won it. It was supposed to be him and Lesnar versus Punk, but it didn't happen. Punk comes out, attacks Lesnar with the camera, tries to get to Heyman, but Heyman runs off, and Axel comes out, and CM Punk hits to go to sleep. And that's my Raw review. See you later, guys.